Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, Pacific Northwest Weather Watch. Today is March 31st, and right now we're looking at the infrared satellite imagery. You can see British Columbia, Washington, Oregon, the Hawaiian Islands will be way to the bottom left here. This is our next storm system out here across the Aleutian Islands. It's eventually going to be making its way towards the Pacific Northwest, but in the meantime, we've got a few nice days ahead of us. Given the high clouds there, kind of came across much of the region yesterday afternoon and blotted out some of the sunshine. It's going to kind of be the case off and on for the next couple of days. You can kind of see the ridge setting up shop here, but some high clouds trying to move over it. You can see the storm down in California as well. But we'll break down those details as we go through the video here this morning. Taking a look at the visible satellite imagery, it looks actually a little bit better downstream today. So maybe keep some of that sunshine around a little bit more here. You can see quite a sunny scene there across eastern Washington, Oregon, and some of western Washington and Willamette Valley have some low clouds moving around some of the coastal areas as well. If we take a look at the Pendleton National Weather Service, check out Tuesday. I mean, let's see these temperatures. Hermiston 79, Pendleton, Redmond, the Dalles at 77, Tri-Cities at 79, Yakima at 78. So I wouldn't be surprised to see somebody hit 80 on Tuesday. So definite warm up will be coming as we go. And you can see Seattle yesterday at 58 degrees. I mean, it felt quite nice and sunny out there. 2 degrees above average. No rainfall. We're probably going to end the month right about 2.22 there. So almost a full 2 inches below average for the month of March. Here's the day one thunderstorm outlook, just kind of across maybe the extreme southeast portion of Idaho here. No concern here for Washington or Oregon. This is a nice affordable home weather station. If you want it, check it out. Click on that link down below. It's all solar powered, all wireless, got an ultrasonic anemometer and great smartphone app. Highly recommend that system. Now, taking a look at the infrared satellite imagery, the European did a pretty good job sniffing out some of that high cloud action yesterday. And you can see right about sunset, it's showing some interesting high clouds moving across the region that might set up for a nice sunset. There was actually a little bit of a lenticular cloud over Mount Rainier also, and then kind of see the ridge continuing to allow some of these clouds to come over the area. But by the time we get into Monday night and into Tuesday, British Columbia is going to start bringing some precipitation back into the area here. And then eventually we get a big pattern change as we bring a chilly air mass across the Pacific Northwest. You can see the mid-latitude cyclone right off of Vancouver Island by Wednesday morning here, swinging that chilly air mass down the west coast of North America. So we're going to be breaking down that system over the next few days. Taking a look at the European, this is the ensemble mean, all 50 ensemble members. This is 18,000 feet or 500 millibars. And here we go with the system off the coast of California, our ridge trying to give us some nice weather for a bit on the way on through Tuesday here before the pattern change comes as we go through the day. Wednesday, you can clearly see that polar lobe come down and get cut off here right off the west coast of North America, or right on the west coast of North America. This would be about Friday night shown here. Now, taking a look at 700 millibars or 10,000 feet, and this is what we're dealing with. You can see the ridge and the warmer temperatures in the meantime, but then you can definitely see the chillier air mass that will be arriving on the day Wednesday, kind of a bowling ball there at 10,000 feet. If I go back and forth between what we're dealing with here now and what's coming as we go through about Wednesday afternoon, taking a look at 6-hour precipitation totals here, and this also has some lines on here that mark the 850 millibar temperatures and mean sea level pressure. Here we go through Tuesday. That precipitation returns to British Columbia, starts to move down into western Washington by Wednesday morning. Oregon does include, and you can see the trough just open up on the west coast here as we go through Thursday morning. So we'll be watching this. Hopefully we can get a little bit of mountain snow. Maybe we'll get a thunderstorm or two out of the system as well. So you can kind of see it just kind of churning and spinning over much of the mountain west. And you can kind of see some of that reverse flow out of the southeast and out of the east with the system as we go through Friday night. And taking a look at Spokane, check it out. We are definitely going to be warming up here as we go through Monday and Tuesday, and then the crash comes as we bring that very chilly air mass in across the region here as we go through the end of next week. This is Seattle, Tacoma. Again, nice warm days, and then the crash comes on Wednesday. Here's the 2-meter daily max temperature for today. These are some nice temperatures out there with that sunshine around. It is going to be a little taste of summer here across Pacific Northwest, but look at tomorrow. We're even going to be warmer. Eastern portions warming up quite nicely. Look at the Willamette Valley into the upper 60s here. You're talking about maybe mid 60s, maybe some upper 60s. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if this uptrends a little bit here as we go through tomorrow. And then Tuesday, the warmest day, the grand finale here, as we're going to have some areas getting close to 80 east and probably some 70s in the Willamette Valley. Valley, maybe a 70-degree reading across western Washington. But watch what happens when we go to from Tuesday to Wednesday. Look at that huge drop here. Some places are really going to fall off a cliff as we go through Wednesday and then Thursday, and then maybe we'll start to bounce back a little bit here as we go. But you can definitely see the pattern change coming as we go to Wednesday and Thursday with this cold upper level trough around the region. And if we look at total snow in inches, National Blend of Models, let's put this into motion, and you can see as we go through Wednesday, we do bring some snowfall for the Cascades of Washington, Oregon, British Columbia. Little coating there for the Olympic Mountains. Nothing too crazy showing up right now. Actually, when you scroll off a bit further, though, those aren't bad amounts for some of the Cascades of Oregon here and maybe Washington. So we'll be watching that day by day. Still plenty of time to break down those details. Look at the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, though, all the way through April 9th. Below average signal, definitely evident there across the west coast of North America. 6 to 10 day, kind of right on the borderline here across Washington. Above average signal across much of the west, though. Bullseye across the southwest. And here's the 8 to 14 day. Much of the west stays below average as we go through April 13th. But again, we'll be breaking that down day by day. Just kind of a little bit of a look off into the extended. And here's an 8 to 14 day kind of near normal signal for much of the Pacific Northwest. And again, snow water equivalent, not doing too hot for Washington, Idaho, and Montana, but Oregon doing pretty decent here. I mean, a lot of areas are above average, but BC has not been doing well. Hopefully, it can bring some meaningful and beneficial snowfall as we bring this upper level trough across the region. But anyway, yeah, that's our next weather maker out here, Aleutian Islands. You'll definitely feel the change as that thing comes roaring in here on the day, Wednesday. It might get some thunderstorm activity here as we go towards the end of the week as well. But enjoy those warm temperatures in the meantime, especially Tuesday. It's going to be very warm across the area, and depending on just how many high clouds are moving up over the top of that ridge, of course. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a good day. We'll do this again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.